So that's gonna be pretty tough because I'm already pretty hungry. My shoulders are already fatigued, and that was only 200. I haven't eaten or drank anything in about 14 hours. I've been fasting for 10 full days now, 20 days. I haven't eaten in 18 hours, no food, no drink. Of course, I didn't go 30 days without eating anything because that would be irresponsible and I'd probably die of starvation. Instead, I fasted for the month of Ramadan, which means not eating or drinking anything from dawn to sunset every day for 30 days non-stop. And I weighed myself every day in the morning. I tracked exactly how long I went without eating or drinking each day. And the most important part, I swam every single day at least 1,000 meters. It is day number 1 of my 30-day fasting challenge. I'm really excited to kick things off. I haven't eaten or drank anything in about 14 hours, and I think the best way to kick off this challenge is by doing a test set. So I'm gonna measure my performance in today's workout, then I'm gonna do the same workout multiple times over the course of the month, and I'm gonna see how I progress. Now the test set that I'm gonna do is the endurance challenge. It's 5 100s freestyle on the 120. I'm gonna see how fast I go, what my heart rate looks like, how many strokes I take. Here we go. I've shared swim challenges before with you guys where I swam every day for 30 days, and my longest streak is 100 days in a row. But this is totally different. No food or no drinking water during the day means that I'm going to be dehydrated, tired, and fatigued faster than if I was swimming normally. Okay, baby, it's time for the main set. Here's the test set. We got 5 100s on the 120, and I'm trying to hit a 115 or better on all of them. I think I can do it, but we're gonna have to see what we can do. Here we go. It's game time, baby. Let's get it. Woo, and there we have it. Day number 1 complete of the 30-day fast. I think the workout went pretty well. The test set went smoothly. I felt really good in my stroke. When I do this again, I'd like to go a little bit faster, and I also want to push the interval a little bit faster. I think I was under 110 on all of the 100s, but I know I can be a little bit faster. And I think it's just gonna take getting used to the fact that I'm swimming a little bit more dehydrated, but when I do get used to it, I know there's gonna be some more speed. I still have another 4 hours until I can eat or drink anything, so that's gonna be pretty tough because I'm already pretty hungry. But day number 1 in the books, on to day 2. So you might be wondering, why on earth would you put your body through that? Isn't restricting your body from any food or drink for that long going to be unhealthy? Well, that's a valid concern. But here's what the science says. Fasting can actually increase your growth hormone levels, and the way it does that is fascinating. When you're hungry, you release a hormone in your body called ghrelin. And it turns out that ghrelin actually binds to the receptor in the brain that normally binds to what's called growth hormone releasing hormone, and thereby stimulate growth hormone. Now, if you don't believe me, go watch some of Andrew Huberman's stuff. It's really, really cool. During the month of Ramadan, I tracked the average period of fasting to be 19.6 hours. And what I typically did was I would break my fast at sunset, which was around 8:30 p.m. And then I would eat another meal a few hours later between 11 p.m. and midnight. And during this time, I was going to bed around 2 to 3 a.m. and waking up at 10 a.m. Now, I know you're thinking I'm lucky to have this flexibility in my schedule to do this, but even if you're not fasting for Ramadan, most intermittent fasting schedules go for 16 to 18 hours, which means you don't eat anything after 6 or 8 p.m. and you don't break your fast until noon the following day. And for me, during Ramadan, I was sort of doing the opposite because I wasn't eating during the day and I was only eating at night, but the same principle applies. I've been fasting for 10 full days now. I'm back at the pool doing the endurance challenge test set again. We're gonna try and see what I can do on these 5 100s freestyle. Last time I was holding about 108, 109, so now I'd like to go a little bit faster. My body's definitely in a better routine with all this fasting, and I'm ready to make it happen. Let's go. I don't know, guys, the warm-up felt pretty smooth, but my shoulders are already fatigued, and that was only 200. We got a quick drill set, then we're gonna head into the main set of 5 100s. Wish me luck. Whew, and there we have it. Another test set is complete, and I was able to swim a little bit faster than the last time. I think I was about 107 and 106 on all 5 of them, so I'm making progress, but there's still a long way to go in this fasting journey. One of the main reasons I was able to swim faster is because of my feel of the water improving so much. When you swim every day, something amazing happens. The more time you spend in the water, the more refined your feel of the water becomes, and as soon as you stop swimming, you're gonna lose that feel almost immediately. And because I was swimming less volume, I was able to handle swimming 7 days per week, and even though I was a bit fatigued, I still felt an incredible connection to the water. But it wasn't all sunshine and roses. To make the challenge more complicated, I did all this swimming while I was maintaining my weightlifting routine, and I do a 3-day split in the weight room. And even though I gave myself more rest between sets, I was definitely feeling some fatigue in the pool, and I was even dehydrated because there's only so much water I could drink in the evenings. And as someone who cares about maintaining my health and performing at my best, I'm always on the lookout for the best products that can help me do that. And one such product that came onto my radar is FitBiomics, today's video sponsor. They decoded the biology of the world's healthiest people and used this knowledge to create Nella, the next generation daily probiotic that optimizes your microbiome. This results in better digestion, nutrient absorption, better sleep, more energy, and immune support. Their product, V-Nella, is a fatigue-fighting and recovery biomucuticle that turns lactic acid into energy. It's designed for everybody, and especially for folks who struggle with digestive issues. To learn more, head over to the link down below and use the code MySwimPro25 to save 25% on your order through the end of the year. Now, this fasting challenge happened right before I was set to compete at US Masters Nationals in Irvine, California. So I knew I needed to ramp up my speed and taper off the weights, and that's exactly what I did. We are back at the pool for Endurance Challenge, round number 3. I've been fasting for 20 days, and I'm ready to take the interval to another level. The last time I did this test set, I did hundreds on the 120, and now I think I'm ready to drop it down, so I adjusted my seed times, and I'm actually gonna try these on the 115. I think I'm ready to go, but I'm gonna have to pump myself up. Okay, it's time for the main set. We've got 5 100s freestyle on the 115, and my goal time is under 108. Wish me luck. Let's go, baby. And there we have it. I haven't eaten in 18 hours, and I started to feel it on hundreds number 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put the splits right over here. My goal time was 108 or better, and I was able to successfully accomplish that. And even though I haven't eaten all day long, I started to feel a little bit of lactic acid. 20 days of fasting, there's 10 more to go. Then I'm gonna repeat this challenge, and I think I'm ready for 5 100s on the 110. It was about this time that I started tapering for nationals. And if you're not familiar with what a taper is, essentially, you're turning down your volume, you're fine-tuning your stroke, and starting to deload so that you have more energy and you can perform at the highest level on race day. Now, one of the biggest things I did was cutting out weightlifting, which started to give me a ton more energy. I started to have more pop in my stroke because I wasn't so broken down. And my feel of the water continued to improve, and I started to add more and more race-specific training to my workouts. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I was posting almost daily updates of what my workouts were, how fast I was swimming, and what I was working on. So if you like a behind the scenes of all of that action, make sure you give me a follow over there. I was also sharing exclusive updates on YouTube, so if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to be a part of the journey. I followed a structured workout routine to stay on track and keep myself accountable. I've never appreciated having a coach on my wrist as much as I did during this challenge, because some days I really didn't want to get out of the bed and I really didn't want to go for a swim because I was so tired, I was fatigued, but I knew I had my coach right there on your wrist guiding me every step of the way. The 30-day fast is now complete, and today I'm doing the final endurance challenge test set. I'm gonna go 5 100s freestyle on the 110 interval with a goal time of 105. Yesterday on Eid, I celebrated a little bit too hard with the sweets, so hopefully I can hydrate myself before this workout. And today I'm gonna give myself the ultimate Eid gift, and I'm gonna swim these with paddles. So I'm gonna have a little bit more resistance. I'm going to US Masters Nationals in 1 week. Let's see what we can come up with. Oh man, that was fun. 5 100s on the 110. I held 102 or 103 on all of them. It felt really good on the first 2 or 3. Number 3, 4, and 5, I started to fall apart. But you know what? It's all fun and games here. And you know what they say, if you want to swim faster, you have to train faster. That's right, I swam faster at the end of the 30-day fasting challenge. And to be honest with you guys, it really came down to 4 reasons. Number 1, I swam every single day. So I developed an awesome feel of the water. I have good technique. I train to be fast at the 100 IM. And I always say, if you train to swim all the strokes, you're going to swim faster. Reason number 2, I cut out weightlifting in the second half of Ramadan so that I would have about 2 to 3 weeks of rest before nationals. Do I think I could have swum just as fast on these test sets? Maybe, but it would have hurt a lot more, and my strokes would have fallen apart way more quickly. And reason number 3, I did this test set 4 times in 30 days. I know it sounds obvious, but the more you do something, the better you're gonna get at it. And I mean, I've done repeat 100s dozens and dozens of times, but to do the same workout, the same set every 10 swims is really the perfect scenario to swimming faster over time. And if you want to train like me, you should definitely check out MySwimPro, and that'll be linked down below. And reason number 4, I swam the set with paddles on the final round. And if you're like me and you have a disproportionate amount of upper body strength and you have good technique fundamentals, you're going to swim faster with paddles. And for me, it can make up to a 5% difference. I felt pretty powerful in the water, and the results speak for themselves. Now, in terms of what happened to my body over the course of the month and what happened to my weight, I actually gained 2 pounds, or about 1 kilogram over the course of the month. Now, I weighed myself every single morning, and I started the month at 170 pounds, which is about 77 kilograms. And by the end of the month, I weighed 172 pounds, or about 78 kilograms. What's more insane is only 1 week after doing that endurance challenge test set, I nearly hit my college best times at nationals at the age of 31. I was under 1 minute in the 100-yard breaststroke, which is the first time I did that since 2019 nationals, and I felt as powerful in the water as I ever have. Overall, I was really happy with how the month went. Fasting teaches you self-control. You become more mindful, grateful, and appreciative of the food and water that you have access to. Regardless of the type of fasting that you do, there's something to be said about how powerful the human body is and what the mind is capable of. If you're looking to take part in a challenge like this, or you just want to get into swimming, well, you've come to the right place. So be sure to subscribe and join our Facebook group, which is the largest digital swimming community in the world. I was posting in there regularly during this challenge, and I want to thank everyone, huge shout out, who supported me as I made those posts. It's an amazing swimming community, and I encourage you to join it. I'll see you in there, and happy swimming.